Go. Got another one here. DeJounte Murray. Where was he? Was he a Rainier Beach guy? What school was he at? You're the Seattle expert.
No, I should know. San Antonio media guy. I don't think they go back to high school.
But he played key minutes this year for the Spurs, and Alex Poitras got off to a great start last night.
This is a very important competition. Can't get a much better coach as DeJounte is unable to finish, but Whittington easily does.
Bryn Forbes on the wing. Drew the hit and one. Bryn Forbes. And San Antonio right now in terms of point guards.
Probably not though beginning of the year, maybe a while. I don't want to throw out dates without them confirming it, but I mean, could be as late as October, November before
he was playing very well, PJ, when he got hurt too.
See, when you own the team, if you want to be GM, you can be GM.
Yeah.
We got some owners in this league that also have designs on being a GM that should just stick to being an owner.
About that too. A little over 5 minutes to go. Forbes. Bolden.
Wow, Jonah, nice
little handle.
Yeah.
The late first-round picks of the San Antonio Spurs, like Tony Parker was, with that kind of talent and potential. And that time he got ripped by Bolden, played with it a little bit too much.
Yes, he did.
And Blackman with the layup.
Thank you, Jonah.
Here's Blackman Jr. Blackman Jr. has been putting in a lot of work in the gym. Talked about
Summer League is his summer league. He's an unbelievable role model.
Bolden inside.
Jet also. Jason's around a lot when he flies in.
Slim down and his body looks fantastic.
That's one of the themes of Summer League. People talking about the guys that have either lost weight or tightened their body up. When I came into the league, I think there was 1 or 2 practice facilities in the NBA. Now everybody not only has practice facilities, they're state-of-the-art.
Handling for San Antonio handling. Spurs are shooting 50%, 53% from the field. Forbes got ripped by Blackman. Markelle Fultz, everything okay with the ankle?
Yeah, we had a little bit of a scare last night, and obviously got good news this morning when he woke up. Had a lot of swelling and was moving around, and had a lot of good progress that way. The report itself, where he was, we had some set objectives. We wanted to basically preserve and continue to grow what we're doing with our program and nurture that core. The second part, obviously, is maintaining and creating a winning atmosphere and culture. So to tell our story a little bit differently.
Well, what you also did, BC, which you know better than anybody, is you gave these young guys a couple of veterans to learn from.
Or the players that we consider our core guys, but also complementing them with a certain element. We wanted to add talent. We wanted to add toughness. A fairly slow start, but once he got his legs under him, he performed at the level that he was capable of. But ultimately, he had another setback with his knee, part of the program, and he's a talent. But the question is it going to be the right situation or fit for him? Right. Time will tell, but him being healthy coming into this season will be a big determinant.
Impressed me, the atmosphere in the city, and I was blown away by your new practice facility. I thought they were 2 such great steps for your team.
Yeah, to talk about, it's something that will need to be negotiated, but might be the best play for all sides. But once again, to have a contract on the books at he's good shooter. Can probably be a better shooter, but the way he's developed as a defensive player has been the most impressive thing to me.
It's a beautiful thing.
The month of May and June have never been busier, from my perspective. Back in Phoenix, it was too hot. They come back. We've made it fun. We've thrown a few barbecues, and I think coaches put together some spa days, and this is all being organized by the players. It's reflective of what they've been going through, the pain and suffering of the last few years, but to see it and feel it and sense it.
Larry Drew in the front court for the Philadelphia 76ers. Interesting conversation with Brian Colangelo. And
excellent outside shooter. We talked before, second most threes ever for a Spurs rookie. Gonna get on the glass right there. And, he's just a special competitor. He's as good a competitor and as good a winner as there is in the world. I mean, he's got that, and I'm going to mess it up, but he and Bill Bradley.
Whenever the Spurs are in town. Bryn Forbes on the baseline. Nice looking floater. He has had some good moments in summer league.
Played very, very well. Again, that first play was designed for him. Second option, Davis Bertans
from deep. Wow. A deadly three-point shooter.
All the calls. Very seldom is Pop involved in that. You're going to listen. I mean, if somebody offers you a deal that makes a lot more sense, you're going to listen.
Forbes on the baseline, nowhere to go, turns it over.
Good defense, Furkan.
Austin and Korkmaz couldn't corral the loose pass in San Antonio. There's James McDonald from the San Antonio Express News talking about his Tarzewski muscled that one.
Tough move, yeah, because they didn't call it super team then because they were there. I mean, Shaq goes from Orlando out to LA, but I mean, LA was very close to super team. San Antonio, I don't want to. Pop's not a good coach. Tony Parker, when those guys were in their prime, David Robinson, you know, that's pretty close. We just didn't call it super teams then. The best collection of great players in the league happens to be in Oakland, soon to be in San Francisco.
Yeah, they kept that core nice.
Guys,
jam there.
It's nest egg, and if they don't have a championship, that becomes the most important thing. Yeah. They say, hey, you know, I don't want any more money. Yeah, I care about the money too. But I want to win. I want to win the whole thing.
Like a David West for the Golden State Warriors.
Exactly. Yeah.
Tarzewski with a nice finish off the Larry Drew second. Hey, Larry Drew, positive results for the Philadelphia 76ers.
And the lead down to 6.
Yep. Handling with a deep three. Larry Drew the second. Yeah, I renounced my citizenship. It's public.
Thank you.
Here's Forbes. Forbes wanted to punch it over Boyles. Oh, he put some muscle in his hustle.
We'll throw this down. Alex says, well, guess what?
Tarzewski gets it in the post. What about the play of Dennis Smith? He was spectacular.
Oh, unbelievable.
And we can already hear from Forbes.
Little bit of chatter about him, you know, maybe a little rough around the edges. But I'll tell you what, every college coach I talked to said, wow, this gentleman can really play.
We'll show you all the games on the ESPN platform and networks, and
whoa, that is
culminate with a championship game on the 17th. Bryn Forbes, Memphis. Wayne Selden had a big night for the Grizzlies.
He was
last
impressive.
Night. Forbes inside and
impressive. Wow.
You mentioned it, PJ. Undrafted, but the San Antonio Spurs, R.C. Buford just seems to find these guys that go under tonight as he attempted to block a shot of Jabari Parker. Briscoe, meanwhile, his understudy, getting a little bit more run tonight.
Guard duties.
And nice to have a guy with varied talents. A moment ago I said that that's going to be an and one, a potential 4-point play.
Bertans is open on the pick and pop. There it is.
He's knocked down a couple threes and adds one more.
Yeah, experience in college. I mean, you take away the tournaments, and not the NCAA tournament, because you always get a day off in between games in the NCAA, but having to play back-to-back or 3 in a row.
Who's this past season, as it was previously, is resting players as part of a maintenance plan. Bryn Forbes. This guy's hotter than fish grease right now. Spurs got 32. That's the most points in a summer league game this year. And a primal yell, who's this past season, as it was previously, is resting players as part of a maintenance plan. Bryn Forbes. This guy's hotter than fish grease right now. I mean, he is sizzling right now. And Ledbetter with the board. And Livio Jean-Charles get a stop. Forbes got ripped. They get the stop. Got a chance. Korkmaz with the layup.
I actually thought he was going to pass it to the other side. Went right in and under.
Meet again, and Bertans winning that battle. And this one is cooked.